welcome to the TEOW podcast, episode 19. Holy shit, what were you doing when you were 19? Something great like a podcast, right?
Exactly, yep.
19. If we released one a year, we'd be doing great. We have lined up an excellent podcast for you guys today. We're going to touch on, I took a trip over to Lake Roosevelt, wherever the fuck that is. And Andy also went to a show from some unknown guy named Neal Brennan. So I'm curious to hear about that as well. But you're looking good, man. A little fresher than the last episode. How you feeling?
That's ironic. That's awesome. I'm feeling a little looser. A little more free, uninhibited.
Limber.
Yeah. Just feeling good, man.
You look flexible. Did you stretch out or something before you came
just
home?
loosened up a little bit.
Yoga.
So, yeah, I feel good, yeah.
It's paying off. How's your PT going, by the way?
Oh, man. It's been a long time since I've done that.
No!
So, well,
You were going so consistently.
And it's just simply because he transitioned gyms. So he had
Is
to
it
close
farther
down.
away?
No, he had to close down and then couldn't open up for business. It was incongruent, and it's just a scheduling deal. By the time this airs, I probably will be back in the thick of it. So
nice.
Excited. Yeah, I checked out the place yesterday. It looked great. So
Good.
yeah, we're in communication. I don't want to schedule till I have like a set time, and this has been like vacation after vacation and blah blah blah. So
Nice.
get my ass kicked soon enough, man.
There
Can't
we
wait.
go. You're going to be sore as shit soon.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Well, I took a trip to Lake Roosevelt. I'll have to bring up my notes here, but Lake Roosevelt is in like northeastern Washington. And you mentioned on the previous podcast, you canceled the trip to Eastern Washington because the smoke was so bad.
Yeah, I was going to be Wenatchee, which was like the worst in the state, which is the worst in the country. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling we went someplace even worse, but it's on that level. It was really bad. So our friends just bought a lake house out there. They're on like this beautiful property, 500 feet up, overlooking the lake. It's gorgeous. Shout out to Lucas. Lucas, solid fan.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I'm one of those.
Lucas was making like good pod jokes, at night when we were just chilling in the hot tub. I'm like, man,
Nice.
nice
Hot tub.
work, Lucas. yeah. I haven't even gotten into all that stuff yet, but it's a gorgeous house. Yeah. Shout out to Lucas. So road trip. I've already talked. Sarah's not a fan of road trips.
Yes.
Not a fan. Hates it. Would rather fly anywhere, even if it takes longer. She would rather fly because she's an idiot.
Understood.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't understand that.
Pick her up in their Mercedes, dude. It's a smooth ride.
Not as smooth. I expected a smoother ride from a Mercedes. But I have a feeling we're going to align on this one. A lot of backcountry roads once you get off of I-90 and kind of off the main drag. A lot of country roads. Passing people. What are your thoughts? It's 55, 60 miles per hour. You got to pass people all the time. Otherwise, you get stuck behind someone who's going like 45.
Yep. Thoughts? What do you mean?
Thoughts? Like I get a lot of anxiety around it.
Oh, doing it? I don't mind it if it's needed. I'm not aggressive about it though. You just have like pulling off the maneuver causes you anxiety, or like how you're making the person feel, or like where's the anxiety come from?
Yeah, a little bit of everything, like peeking around, like, is it safe? And then it's like, oh, fuck, here comes a car, like, go as fast as you can, and your engine's just revving, you're going like 85, and it's just, I hate it, man.
Yeah.
And Sarah's the opposite. Like,
she fucking loves it.
She's like,
move over, Dolores.
like laying on the horn, flying by. She's a big fan. I hate it. I would rather just hit the cruise control at 5 miles per hour over and just relax.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we don't have to be this fucking intense white knuckle fucking.
Yeah, but if someone's going too slow, I understand.
If there's
we
a
don't pass
huge
a lot,
open space. Yeah, neither do I. That's probably why I'm so bad at it. But either way, I was driving. Sarah wanted me to fucking pass everyone. She was getting cranky because I wasn't passing this guy who was like driving with a huge boat on the back. But I'm like, I'm not trying to die today.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to be there 4 minutes earlier.
I understand both sides. But
Yeah, you can make an argument.
When I drive, I tend to be more chill because I still give a fuck,
I agree.
Yeah.
I think if you were in the passenger seat with Sarah driving, your blood pressure would definitely go up.
She's an aggressive driver,
She's aggressive in
I
life.
feel safe, though, so it's all good. She got nice,
you feel safe
fancy cars with good safety
airbags,
features.
That's it. But another weird thing driving out there, you drive by a ton of campgrounds that are like on the highway.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, there's no better campground.
Yeah.
You have to stay literally like your tent is 12 feet from the highway. And they're everywhere.
Yeah, I understand. It's even the place we were going to camp at, the cabins, in the distance, you can see a little bit of the highway, but the view's so bomb. I mean, it's yeah, I understand. I don't know what to say. Yeah, that's not the type of camp that I would do, especially in a tent. Yeah.
Who would do that? Like, there's so many other places to camp in Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
There's probably a million places better than the highway.
Like, no arguing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we finally get there, and it's smoky as fuck, dude. It's like way worse than we could have imagined, way worse than they imagined as well. Like, they just rolled out there on Friday as well. And just did a Friday to Sunday thing, but it was rough. And this was 2 days earlier. I went to meet up with Webmaster Dan. I took like a 4 mile walk to go meet up with him, and it was smoky as fuck here. I wore a mask.
Oh,
just to go that 4 miles.
I saw a lot of people like you in Seattle.
Yeah. Nice. Webmaster Dan said I never looked more Asian when he picked me up. And
I call it the bird flu mask. So yeah, understood.
Yeah, bird flu. Millennials probably don't even know what that is. But anyways, like I said, beautiful house. They have a beautiful pool. I'm going to post a picture of us like chilling in the hot tub, pool. Gorgeous view, smoke everywhere. Fucking looks like the whole fucking thing's
minus
on fire.
The smoke. Sounds like a dream, dude. Awesome.
I wouldn't know. I was.
It's off I-90. How far out is there?
It was great. No, it's a ways off I-90. It's probably
what's the closest city?
Hour
Spokane?
45 minutes.
Richland, Wenatchee,
north of Ellensburg, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Wherever the fuck that is.
Ellensburg.
It's like close to the border, I think.
That's
like
nowhere near Ellensburg.
No, hour and a half north of Ellensburg.
Okay. All right.
But yeah.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, the first night we chilled. We went to a diner, which I think you would fucking love. You walk in, Lucas and I walked in. Lucas is like, "Hey, Lynette," or whatever the fuck her name was. Like, he's on a first name basis with everyone. Nothing's been updated since 1983. Carpet on the ground. Chairs are from 1980. It's an exact replica of Arnie's in the muck, dude.
I hate Arnie's.
What? You love Arnie's. That's why we always go there.
I'll always go to this guy.
We've gone there twice. I've hung out with you like twice in the muck. And we've gone
go on.
You love the feel of that place.
I like
right?
the downstairs. That's true.
See?
The ghetto ass bar aspect. Yeah. And what are the chairs
Exactly.
like? Are they swivel? Do they rock?
I was
back and
hoping
forth?
they would rock, but they didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, they were regular.
I'm not sure if I'd love this place.
Trust me, if you
I
like
hate
Arnie's,
Lynette.
you would love this.
I hate Lynette.
Lynette is great. She's a lifer. She's gonna work there the rest of her life. But that place was beautiful. We played it chill the first night. Just we were probably in the hot tub for 4 hours. That night, woke up hungover as shit, as you can expect.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you stay in a hot tub for that long, and just all you do is make drinks.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the wifey was making me, not my wife, Lucas's wife, was making drinks with like emergency or like energy. So I was like fucking getting more and more energy, and it's like 11, 12, 1 a.m. Yeah, and I'm just like drinking this shit. So yeah, it was not good. So then it was super fun in the moment. The next morning was not good.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
but the good news
it
is
stings when you pee and like neon sludge comes out. It's
I'm
just
like,
so dehydrated.
either I'm dehydrated or I've a shit ton of vitamins in me right
Both,
now. Yeah. But the good news is I woke up the next morning. They were blending vodka and strawberries together for
nice
morning smoothies, which is rough for me because typically I don't like to drink before noon. It's a general rule unless we're podcasting.
Just vodka and strawberries? And
she
like
said
some other
she
shit?
also snuck in some strawberry margarita mix, but it was like 10%, 40%, 40 or 45, 45, whatever.
I'm trying to decide if that sounds good or delicious or terrible.
It was all of those. It ran the whole gamut. So we wake up, we're drinking these we're muscling down this strawberry breakfast, whatever the hell you want to call it. Lucas puts together a great breakfast burrito. So we had those, and I was hoping that
Lucas sounds like my kind of guy.
Lucas is your type of guy.
Yeah, what's up?
He's laid back.
Yeah.
Chill as fuck. He's relaxed.
Breakfast burritos.
Puts the hurt on. He
has a fucking lake house with a hot tub. I'm like, this is, what the fuck?
You guys are pretty much
Can you
best
connect
friends
us?
already.
What's up? Yeah.
And he has a breakfast burrito 7 days a week. That is part of his daily routine, is to like cook eggs, cook ham, put
I'm
it
a
all
sausage guy, so I don't know if me and Lucas are going to be like long-term
You
friends.
guys broke up already? I just connected you guys. So we met up with their sister-in-law, depending on which one I'm referring to. They have this huge boat. It's like, I don't know how big it is, like 80 feet or something, and it was built for speed.
80 feet.
Yep.
Okay. Dude, check that. The 80 feet, I think, is like a
Maybe 70 feet.
So it's a huge boat.
It was
70 feet is a beast, bro.
And I know that when I referred to it as a speedboat, they corrected me. It's faster than a speedboat.
Okay.
It's like one of those super long ones where it's like 80% of the front is just a long... There's nothing there.
Okay, please fact check though. 80 feet, I think, is nuts.
I don't think it's that nuts, is it? I don't know shit about boats.
Anyway,
maybe I'm off. Maybe
big
I'm off.
fucking fancy fast ass boat.
It also went 75 miles per hour.
I don't know anything.
So I don't
either.
know if that changes
I
anything.
could be totally
or what.
off. In fact, I should trust you on accuracy. I'm the
You shouldn't.
exaggerator.
I've been
okay,
off on
fancy
a lot of
fucking
things.
boat. Yeah.
Either way, they have this sick ass boat.
Yep.
But Lucas and I dropped in on this thing called a sea couch. Probably something you've never heard of. They only made these things for 3 years, from 1991 to 1993. It's basically a ski-doo, but a couch instead of tandem, like back to back.
Yeah.
Like ball to ass.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
cheek to
sitting
cheek.
next to the person.
Cheek to cheek.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you can adjust the steering wheel
to
go all the way
nice.
across.
Nice.
So we're rolling up on the sea couch, racing this speedboat, obviously, just to joke around and have fun. And we parked up on this area where they're all part of this, I don't want to call it a boat club, where there's like maybe 20 boats just chilling in this area. And they all have like chairs, barbecues, like all these sick ass boats, and all the way from like shit boats that were maybe 20 grand to like yachts that were 500 plus K. But it's always weird because...
I want to just give you some scale. Shipboats are way less than 20.
All right. Well, then they had medium
Nice, though.
boats. They
I'm
weren't...
jealous. Yeah, where the fuck is this Lake Roosevelt where the rich and famous hang out, dude?
No, I don't think it's the rich
Fuck,
and famous, but
yeah.
but they all went to WSU.
Nice.
So it's all part of like this club.
Gotcha.
But it's hard to tell like how wealthy someone is when they have a boat. So this boat that I was on apparently costs 125 grand.
Wow. Just fucking
This
measuring
80-foot
his
boat
dick.
that's probably way wrong.
Measuring this dude's dick right here on our podcast.
Yeah.
Fucking sizing it up. Nice. Okay.
Does the dick get smaller for every
No.
foot bigger your boat is? I think it does.
That's a lot of money to drop on a nice boat. That's cool,
It
though.
is.
Yeah.
But so here's the kicker. So it's hard to tell how rich someone is based on their boat.
Yeah.
Like you could buy a $125,000 boat if you want to buy a $125,000 house and live in it.
Yeah.
Like that's nothing, $250K. So it's hard to kind of judge where these
True.
people are at. And boating is their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what they love to do, and that's where they want to put their money. So I came up with the conclusion, like if you have a $750,000 boat or better, you probably have some dough.
Yeah.
Because you probably have a home.
Yeah.
Now, the tricky part is if you don't have a home,
Yeah.
you could be living on that boat, and that home's like the average home in Seattle.
Yeah.
So that's just normal wealth if you have a $750,000 boat and no home and live on it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to register how wealthy people are based on their boat.
True. Yeah. You'll see like a little punk ass kid rolling around in like
Yeah.
a, fat ass Cobalt,
Exactly. And it's like, wait, you're paying $1,200 a month
Yeah.
for 10 years for that?
Well, then
Or-
again, my neighbor, who's, I won't say which neighbor, a neighbor that I know has plenty of money and rolls
he a
around
pod
like
listener?
no, but but he's got like $1,000 boat and he's happy as fuck. He catches a bunch of crab and coho tuna and
a
salmon.
fishing boat, more of a...
Yeah, just like
Like
he drives like a '07 Hyundai and he's got
good for
he's
him.
got a Mr. Scrooge coffer that he can jump into.
Yeah. It's
Like you guys, just like yours. Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I hear
A
you. Yeah,
non-existent
both,
boat.
because those boats also the loans are like 20-year loans. Like so, it's
exactly.
like
It's the same as a house.
Yeah.
mortgage. So it is kind of weird. You wonder like how many of these people are just trying to keep up, and then some of them are probably with millions.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Of course.
Like your neighbor, which you won't name.
Yeah.
Like he's probably killing it.
Yes.
Has a cheap ass boat. Good for him.
And has a lot of fun. That's all you can't tell. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So we had this guy take us, like we hung out on the shore. I played some horseshoes, did way better than I ever could have imagined. Then he took us over to this place where we do some cliff jumping. And he's going like 75 miles per hour on this fucking thing. And we're just like, music is blasting. It's just fucking insane. Like cheering, drunk as shit at like 2 p.m.
Hell yeah.
Just having a blast.
Yeah.
He takes us to this area. We're just playing music, and there's a bunch of cliffs. You can do a bunch of cliff jumping up to like 80 feet if you want. And that's not in
That's what you did.
Fuck no. So have you gone cliff jumping before? And if so, how high was it? Or
Yes.
high diving or whatever.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Like 300 or 400 feet, you know? I didn't give a fuck. I was
Oh,
naked.
you skydove. You
No.
were naked.
I
Your little
jumped-
wiener slapping against the water.
Dink ow! No, the closest I came is we went. It's another story, but we had to track down Dope Fiend Donnie and this other guy named
Why does everything stem to Dope Fiend Donnie?
what
Like,
was called him JB.
he's up to no good.
JKB. We had to go track him down in Montana, and we did. And we were at this place called Cannon Prairie Friar Lake or some shit. And we were rock jumping, and Dope Fiend Donnie's like, "It's all good, man. It's all good."
Oh,
and
fuck.
I jumped in head first and survived. And he jumped in right after me, feet first, and
Hit the bottom.
fucking cut the fuck out of his leg on a rock. 'Cause
Oh
the shit
my
had to-
God.
So that's I'm not a big daredevil. That's about it. So no, if I was there and you guys are jumping off of 80-foot cliffs, I would have been in the
80, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's way too high.
I would have been in the pimp ass boat, drinking beer, watching y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once you get a certain amount of drunk, you're like, you grow some balls.
No.
Not 80 feet.
Yeah.
But 20?
No, 20 if you did it a
I
couple
did it.
times.
I
I was
did.
like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's fine.
Yeah.
Lucas, myself,
Yeah.
Sarah, we all jumped
Yeah.
off it. It's so much fun. And it reminded me of another time. Complete side story was in Thailand. You can like climb up to these crazy cliffs and jump off, and it's all rock climbing over water, trying to make you feel safe. Definitely
Yeah.
not the case.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking terrifying. But the
at least the healthcare is great in Thailand. If you break bones and shit, like
Yeah.
they're good
yeah,
care.
they're like that'll probably grow back. Like don't even worry about that. But then we rolled back to the house, had drinks, we barbecued. They had some people over from the boat club back over to their house afterwards, and this lady who. She was probably 60 years old. I'm guessing she smoked for the last 80 years.
Nice.
And she goes, I'm not getting in that hot tub. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Why won't you come in the hot tub? Last time I was in a hot tub, I got the worst UTI I've ever had in my life. I'm like, well, I don't want you in this fucking hot tub if you're going to get a urinary tract infection. Like, what happened? How dirty was that hot tub that she was in? I think something else was going on.
Yeah,
in the
those are
hot tub.
husband's Cheeto fingers. That
Fuck me. Oh,
flaming
Jesus.
hot Doritos
Oh,
fingers.
that's why you don't get the flaming
Yeah.
hot. No UTI has been linked back to a non-flaming hot one. But yeah, ended up staying up late with Lucas, drinking in the hot tub. The girls crashed out around midnight, and we just stayed up and put the hurt on as usual. Woke up like 8 a.m. the next morning, hungover as shit, exhausted. Once again, slept like shit. Kind of like Lucas, plug your ears. The beds were very soft.
Oh, yeah.
Very soft, like the Airbnb
Yeah.
you stayed in
Yeah.
last week. And that's no fault of them. They just bought the place,
Yeah.
and that's the way it was. Very soft, not easy to sleep on.
Come on, Lucas.
Yeah.
John's a princess here.
Hey, come on.
He's got a little tiny pea under the mattress, and that's what bothered you. You're like,
Exactly. But when I'm really hungover, really tired, like I didn't sleep for like
Yeah.
3-4 nights,
Yeah.
hungover, that's when I'm at my most vulnerable for like panic and anxiety.
yeah, of course. Yeah, fuck. I know.
So
Yeah.
then, yeah, because like you're like if you have a full night's sleep, you have more energy to like battle these demons.
Yeah.
If I have no energy,
Yeah, guards down. Yeah.
Yep. And then You have Sarah fucking driving the car, passing.
Yeah, she's
like,
got shit to do,
passing
bro.
like 4 people at a time.
Yeah.
I'm like, you should only pass one person. Like, what if someone else pulls out in front of that person? They don't. So my anxiety is just like fucking. My heart's beating through my chest.
Yeah.
Like no caffeine today. Like that's gonna put me over. I'm gonna go into a seizure or something. But on the way between this lake and I-90, you drive through all these small towns that look like Children of the Corn. Like everything's abandoned, no one's around.
Yeah.
And I noticed every business had like someone's name in it, like Bert's Drive-In or like Paula's Burger Shop. I was thinking like the locals there must think that's when you've made it. When your name is on a sign in that shithole street, that's when you've done it. So if you start a business, don't put your name in it.
Hank's Porta Potties.
Andy's Porta Potties. But overall, the trip was great. Thank you, Lucas and family, for your hospitality. I can't wait for you guys to get a better bed. But beautiful house, and thanks for everything.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to happen soon, man.
It's going to happen again, yeah. Hopefully with less fires this next time, because it felt like I smoked 10 cigars over there and I didn't have one. But all right, so Neal Brennan. Who is
Neal
this?
Brennan?
Like,
Neal Brennan. Have you ever heard of Dave Chappelle?
Yes.
Okay, have you heard of the Dave Chappelle Show?
Still with you?
Yeah, okay, we're there. So
Not the Neal Brennan Show. I've never heard of that one.
But the lead writer would be Neal Brennan. So like he's like grew up with, he's writer for I think Chris Rock too, but definitely Dave Chappelle and a bunch of famous people.
Is he black?
He's a nerdy white guy.
And he writes for Black Comics.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's good. Yeah, and like he has a Netflix special. It was pretty popular. They called it Three Mics, and basically he like broke his show up into 3 segments. Like one part is like straight stand up, one segment was like one-liners, and then one segment was like kind of like personal, talking about his like depression. So it's like an artist guy. This was not that. This was just pure comedy. Okay, and pretty good. So yeah. So
and
we were
at
it was at the Neptune.
Okay.
And it was a little date night with me and superfan, good friend Ian and his wife GA. Not positive she wants to be associated. So
and Karen. So the 4
and Karen, yep,
nice.
Exactly. Date night, had a babysitter. This was on the docket for a while, so you know. So yeah, again, just a series of notes. So we went to this awesome restaurant in Seattle called June Baby. Have you ever been there? Oh, you don't go to good restaurants.
I recognize the name.
So there's this cool.
I don't go to
city
good restaurants.
Called,
I go to P.F. Chang's all the time.
Yeah, you go to good restaurant on the east side. There's this cool little town called Seattle on the other side of the lake.
Is it small?
Yeah, it's not.
Is it on Lake Roosevelt?
It's no east side. It's Issaquah and Bellevue, but they got some good stuff over there. No.
All right.
But anyway, it's a cool place. It's called. I don't know if you like Cajun food, Creole food. I've only been there once. Yeah, this place is good. It's called June Baby. It's really popular. You know. And,
is it on Rainier?
No, it's like Greenwood, I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah. And anyway, so we ate there. It's fucking good. Ian and GA got there early, stood in line to get us a spot. You know, I forgot we ordered these specialty cocktails, and you know, you get the cocktails off the specialty menu, and they're frequently tasty and like ginny or rummy, you know, and really strong, and you don't taste it. So we had a couple of those and just a bomb dinner.
What'd you have for dinner? I love Cajun. I love Southern food.
Good question. Fuck. What did I have? Karen had catfish. We had fried green tomatoes and pig ears for appetizer, and then I had gumbo. Karen had catfish, and then Ian and GA had brisket, and it looked fucking bomb, and a bunch of gin drinks, very strong gin drinks. And then from there, not a couple, and then we drove to the Neptune, which is where my car would live for the rest of the night, and we drank at a little bar in the U District called Earl's. And
fuck, I've blacked out there many times with a fake ID.
So my next note is,
do they still serve like they used to? Like they used to serve like 5-ounce Long Islands, like 5 ounce.
It felt that way.
Like,
yeah. So like my note is Earl's in the U District, after dinner drinks. At 7:20, Karen K's taking a Jameson shot chased with a vodka soda and plugging her nose.
Oh fuck!
It was like a 5-ounce Jameson shot. I ordered it
at
around at Earl's. So like we shared it, and she's like, at like 7:20, I was like, okay, it's gonna be a party. And then people just start puffing, dude, just straight up smoking weed right in the middle of It's like 8
Inside?
o'clock. Yeah. Like not giving up.
I hope no one has a drug test.
Yeah. Well, no, not us. We weren't. Oh,
No,
God,
I mean, just being
that's
around
a fib.
it.
No, that's bullshit, dude. I tried to use that lie. They're like, that shit doesn't.
No, that's definitely true. Whether you breathe it in from here or here.
Yeah.
But you have
I
to
agree
breathe
to
in a
disagree.
lot.
Yeah, exactly. Just for it to be measured.
Yeah.
And then we
That's
get to
true.
the comedy club, finally after getting, so we're very lubed up with some alcohol at this point, dude. I mean, I am drunk. And we get there. No, I'm not that drunk, but, it's well on our way. And we get there. And, dude, it's just kind of weird how it is. Like, but we're just getting past. Like, there's a line at the Neptune and the show's about to start, and people are trying to get their drinks really fast. And it's a bunch of bartenders. There's no clear line. It's kind of like who gets eye contact first and who the bartenders want to hook up.
Yeah.
I'm getting passed over again and again and again. And I'm like, okay, can you guys come up here and then ask our wives to come up and order the drinks, and literally initial serving. Might have been timing. It was close to our turn. But for whatever reason, I'm like, what the fuck, dude,
Yeah. It wasn't timing, bro.
Yeah.
They saw your mug and they're like,
I know.
fuck
I'm like,
this
can
guy.
I please? And I'm just drinking like I'm at home too, like Rainier tall cans the whole time and Jameson shots.
Yeah, the $2 specials.
Yeah.
You're
What's
hammering.
up? Skipped over line
But
5
usually
times.
you
Orders.
just tip. All you got to do is that first initial good tip, and then you could always get that person's attention.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is,
We
you
had to go
gotta
right to the
through
show.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have to like make sure to be like, I'm tipping you 30%.
Yeah.
Um,
Great service.
Yeah, but it was just one round. The show was about to start, and the show was good. Nothing really to share. I mean, I think, when people come to Seattle that are East Coast comics, they're bringing like 75% of their show. You know what I mean? It's not like what's going on Netflix yet. It's got to be added on and improved on, So you had some hitters. He had some he started kind of, anytime a white dude starts talking about the woman experience and making judgments, they're going to lose my wife, And he got into that a little bit, and everyone, but it was good. Great show, funny, live comedy is great,
So you'd recommend people to see him.
Comedy is very personal.
Yeah.
If you like the Chappelle Show, it's good. There's some laughs. I wouldn't recommend paying money unless you know it's good. But pretty good. And the stand up on Netflix, I would say is good.
All right, I'll check that out.
And then basically back to Earl's afterwards.
Ooh, that is not a
it's
good
the
idea,
closest
dude.
bar,
Going right back
and
to
now they're
Earl's
smoking
front.
cigarettes in there, and it's nasty. And
25
then,
feet from a front door.
Yeah.
You should have been.
Yeah.
You should have been enforcing.
I don't
the
remember
rule.
this note. I remember the
no.
feeling, but I said bathroom anxiety.
That's
drunk-
every time you go to the bathroom.
Drunk waiting for a stall with a very drunk and leaning, swerving woman. And I said she seemed lonely and like she has ADHD. So I don't know where I got that
So
from.
you
but
felt like you were best friends.
I don't remember.
You were-
I didn't talk to her. I was observing her. And then no one's serving food, dude. And so we're fucking starving. We go to another bar.
What time is it? Like midnight?
Yeah,
11?
and the U district is shut down, and there's complications. It's got to appease 4 people, meet dietary restrictions, be walking distance.
Gluten free.
No, it's not even that.
But yeah, there's a lot of.
Yeah.
Everyone's got different restrictions.
And then we go to a place that's not serving food, and then basically we go to 2 other places and we can't. But I take we drive to a place on Lake City Way, Elliott's Bay Brewery, and my notice had the most important chicken sandwich of my life. You know what I mean? I was so drunk, it was so pushed.
Nice.
Safe Uber ride home with Karen sleeping the whole way through. I mean, I'm like 4 for 4 with Uber drivers who don't want to talk to me. I'm so fucking thankful.
Nice.
Don't want to talk to you, dude, at
I
all.
agree. I still think there should be a thing on the app. Do you want to
Yeah,
talk to your
but
Uber driver
no.
or not? Click
Please,
no.
no. Yeah.
I'll tip if you don't talk to me.
And then kind of my last note from the night is just like big night for my babysitter. Huge night.
And this is the dude, right? You have a
No,
new guy.
it's our favorite. Yeah, her name's O. She's
Is she the one that I met?
Yeah, exactly. Her
Okay.
grandparents are a couple doors
Yep.
down.
She's like 15 years
CPR
old and-
a little older than that. Yeah, CPR certified. But we were 2 hours late. I was
CPR
very
certified.
drunk.
Did she bring that up in the interview?
Yeah, she got the
She
babysitter
has the
certification
card.
from the hospital. Yeah, fuck
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I love it.
That's
But
a
just
whole world I know
Needless to say, a
nothing
big
about.
night. Like every time I contact her, I'm like, it might be a late night, and she's like, yes. And then I hope you guys get so drunk.
Yeah.
So I'm
You
like,
come back,
fucking
you're
bam.
like fucking spilling out your wallet. Right
So
on.
embarrassed. So yeah, huge night for her. That's it. I got a couple other notes, but that would be about it. We like.
I just picture you fucking stumbling in like, so what do we owe you? And like just fucking
Yeah, I
just
always
giving
do.
her more
Well,
and more money.
I always connect checked on what her hourly rate is, which is really low, and she knows we've never paid that at all. And I'm like, so
And what's her hourly typically?
She says
15?
$5 per kid, and
So
then,
only $10 an hour.
yeah, and then
But
we
then
always
you're-
pay 15.
Plus a dog and a cat. Those are $2.50.
And then when you're hella drunk, I think I paid like 22 an hour.
it's like,
and it's
call
like-
me, dude. I'll do it for 22 an hour.
And then like kids and dogs just make like date nights tough. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I forgot.
can
You know, we fell asleep and left the bedroom door locked on accident, and so like I wake up the first time at 4 to Alec like pounding on the door, like freaking out. You're like, oh, you know. And then
Wait, why was he freaking out?
he just wanted to see us, and the
Gotcha.
door's never locked, and so he comes and the door's locked, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on?"
You're like, dude, if there's a sock on the handle, do not fucking come in.
And then at 8-ish, I wake up to fucking Noah needing his ass wiped, and he's not, you know, he's just
That's
yelling.
normal.
He's requesting me though. He's not like, I need a butt wipe. He's like, Dad, can you wipe my butt? And so it's like a super specific
Hard
request.
to push that one off on Karen when he's
Yeah.
calling specifically for
I
you.
know. It's like, why me, dude? And then I don't know where we're going to cut this off, but like, you know, the walk of shame starts the next morning when I take the nastiest Uber ride back to get my car.
Yeah.
My notes are, you can see right away that it's an older, shitty Uber, heavy-set Chinese man with very oily hair. And I open the door, and it's like dirty inside. Bunch of real-life shit, like rubber gloves and like ice scrapers.
Jesus.
And it just fucking kid stuff, and it reeks like fart in his body heat, dude. And I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
I have a pic, but it probably doesn't show. So, so that was Neal Brennan right there in a nutshell. Date nights come at a cost. Let's just say that right
The
now.
cost is the next 2 days, so like the next 48 hours, plus the cost of the night, plus
Yeah.
a babysitter
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
hooked up.
Hella Uber rides there and back, you know.
And
Life's
what's,
good though, no complaining.
What's Ian's wife's initials again? Because
GA.
GA. So
GA.
how were Ian and GA feeling the next morning? By the way, shout out to Ian,
Yeah,
faithful
yeah.
listener. Welcome to Seattle. Welcome back.
Yeah, I think they were good. Yeah, Ian told a real funny joke that involved tuba farts, which I was engaged
enjoying.
in, and I think we might have. I can't remember. I feel like it hit me harder, dude. Like I was drunk fast that day. Like I remember. Like slowing down, Ian's like, "What's going on?" You know. So, but yeah, I mean, we had to all be in the same boat. It was,
Yeah.
you know,
Nice.
and so date nights, man. Date nights are tough.
Good for you guys, man. Sounds like you had a great time
Yeah.
and it was fun. I can't believe you guys went back to Earl's, dude. That's like a recipe to just fucking die.
At that point, they're smoking cigarettes in there. Yeah,
Earl's on the Ave on what is it, 45th?
I can't remember, dude. Somewhere.
Go check it out. If you're not into vaping and more into smoking, go check it out. But all right, well, let's stop and hear from someone who's not sponsoring us, but actually could. We'll be right back.
Let's do it.
We're going to try something new here. I'm going to throw Andy a possible sponsor, and he's going to have to wing it. Are you ready?
Yep.
This podcast could have been sponsored by, but unfortunately wasn't, greasy Chinese Uber drivers.
Hey, you don't want to take a ride of shame to your car in the fucking golden chariot where you're like, you know what, this is repeatable. I should drink too much and leave my car every night. No, you want to be punished. Open that door, boom. Body heat grease smacking you in the face. Think twice before you do this again. Driving down, nauseously starting and stopping while the Uber driver's hair gets greasier by the second. Yes, if you want to have a fulfilling ride home to get your car safely and think twice about drinking too much before needing an Uber, yeah.
Greasy haired Uber guy, Chinese guy.
Sponsor us, baby. There you go. Non-sponsor possibility there. Uber, sponsor us. I'm sure you got lots of requests for advertisements, but I'm curious. You know, I went out and got all wasted on my date night, and I forgot that I had booked you to come over and help pressure wash my deck the next day. So
Yeah.
just walk us through the experience of showing up to my house the day after a date night.
Sure, yeah. So typically when you do anything with Andy, it has to, you have 4 phone calls and 46 text messages about it just to schedule it and make sure that he's okay with the timing. And that time will change 14 times by the time you actually get there. But we finally scheduled the time at 11 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, he's texting me, "Hey, I'm Ubering into Seattle. I should be back." I'm like, Jesus Christ. We already booked 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
We should be good. So I went to Webmaster Dan's house, picked up the pressure washer. By the way, he wants to pressure wash his deck. That's why he wanted the pressure washer.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. So went over to Webmaster Dan's, picked up the pressure washer, went up. You were there. We both showed up at pretty much the same time, so it was perfect.
Worked out good.
You were in bad shape. And I was prepared for that, and I wasn't in tip-top shape myself, but we were both hungover and ready to do some damage on that deck. And yeah, it was pretty straightforward. We showed up. There was a hiccup with the gas can. I forgot to bring the gas can from Webmaster Dan, so we had to go to 7-Eleven, get a big gulp and a gas can, and pressure wash the shit out of that deck, dude.
Yeah, that date night cost me like 7 Uber rides and an Uber Eats. I remember like.
Oh yeah, you Uber eated lunch that day.
Yeah, I needed to get that baby going. Dude, I hadn't eaten.
It was a breakfast place or something,
so
right?
good.
What was it?
112th Street Cafe, baby.
112.
Yeah.
And they deliver.
Well, no, Uber Eats delivers.
Oh, yeah. Got
$13 breakfast, $7 delivery charge, but hey.
Yeah, it's worth every
Convenience,
penny.
baby. Yeah.
Yep. But your deck was in it
Rough
hadn't
shape?
been pressure washed for a year.
Yeah.
And it
About
had
3
been
years.
weathered for for a couple of years. But the problem with Andy's deck was the fucking previous asshole owner put some lacquer on it.
Yeah, fuck him.
And you have to like sand that off. You
Yeah.
can't just pressure wash that off. So I think overall it helped. It was good, but it wasn't perfect. It
We were
wasn't
just
a perfect
destroyed.
job.
I just have pictures of me just like trying to pressure wash, trying to like not disrespect you for your time, but just maintain life to be.
Yeah, don't worry. I'd never.
I
be
took you out to a
disrespected.
fancy lunch afterwards, though, right?
Dude,
I did a fancy ass lunch.
Before we get to the lunch, tell me that you just finally did a dump truck dump with those fucking old furniture that you hate
don't
out
buy
there.
used patio furniture from fat people. Yeah, no.
No, explain why. Because I thought
Because
this
it
was
is
funny.
wear out the seats.
So this guy, would you roll up on Craigslist? You're like, this looks like a good deal.
Offer up.
And then
Loved
you picked
it.
it up. You got back to the house. You sat down on it, and it
I
just
did not.
sunk.
I didn't. I looked at them. I never sat on them before buying them, and then they helped load up their truck and my pilot to get it back home. And then, like 2 weeks later, I was like sinking in. Yeah, no, we haven't dumped those yet, but it's on the docket. I got a nice dump run. You know,
Nice.
I keep the Everett dump busy. You know,
Yeah,
about
yeah.
once a year. Nice big run.
Yeah. So we pressure washed, and then you were nice enough to take me out to lunch.
Fancy place, Arnie's, possible
Fancy.
sponsor.
Arnie's.
You
I
like
don't think
undercooked crab dip
Dude,
full of
that
mayonnaise?
crab dip was the worst crab dip I've had in my life.
What was the other shit we got?
I got a drenched Caesar salad, which was terrible, but it
You
was
said
way
it was
better.
decent, yeah.
It was way better.
Yeah,
the
no,
crab dip was
it's the
literally
worst.
the worst crab
The
dip.
best part
I've
of
ever
that bar
seen.
is just the smell and then the fact that it's sunken and then the chairs.
Very
That's
80s.
it. Yeah, it's
Beautiful view though.
yeah, beautiful view. Yeah, exactly. And
Excellent view.
yeah,
Arnie's, we had a couple light beers, had a good chat.
some lukewarm beers.
Lukewarm beers, yeah.
Mediocre
You're
service.
getting a warm pint glass with the first part of the line of the of the beer tap, so you're getting warm beer. But it
Good
was
people watching always on the north end.
Oh my god, that was great,
Yeah,
dude. We're
that's
just
good.
Once again, it's just so fun to build stories around people's lives just by looking at them.
yeah.
I know about this person.
Yeah.
Then you build this whole story, and it's probably completely
Yeah,
not
exactly.
true, but it's fun to do. All right, let's go into. We both have random thoughts.
Yeah, some quick hitters here.
Yeah, some quick
Let's do
hitters.
it.
So go for it. Start us off, dude. I'll bring up my beautiful notes.
All right, this is in no order, but one thing, he doesn't listen, but I just want to give a Dope Fiend Donnie update.
Yes.
It's not even a real update. I just hope everyone knows that he's a great, loyal, motherfucking dude that cares about me. He had a rough life. Dude, I'd be so different if it wasn't for him. Motherfucker had my back loved me, my family, my dad. So Dope Fiend is the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no update. We
Yeah.
already knew
Okay.
that. You were pretty clear
Yeah.
about all
Okay,
that. So-
good.
So you've done a
Good
good
little
job
guy.
of painting
Good.
him. His name is the only thing that paints him
Oh,
in
he
a
has
bad
so
light.
many. I mean,
Everything else makes him look in a good light.
I don't have
but
one nice nickname for him, and there's so many classics.
What are your nicknames for me? I feel like you don't have one.
I don't have any good
I
ones.
feel
Yeah,
left out.
Yeah, well, because usually nicknames are routed in, negativity. And
Yeah, I'll take some.
Get a drug habit, gain some weight. I'll come up with some quickies.
Working on
Yeah.
it. Nice. So that update was a no update because you've done a great job.
Okay,
of,
good. I
He's-
love that motherfucker. So,
Yeah, I want to meet him.
I
one
hope he's
day.
doing good.
Good. I'm sure he is. My quick one. I went to Cold Stone, got some ice cream with the wifey the other day.
Nice.
Everything was going good, but there were some shithead little kids there with their parents.
Okay.
Definitely not from Issaquah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say they weren't from Issaquah. Kids were running around screaming. The parents were kind of methy, just not looking too great.
Yeah, North End to me.
Yeah, or south. I mean, go any direction,
Yeah.
north or south, and
Yeah.
you'll eventually hit that.
Yeah.
Like the kid got a water, spilled it all over the table.
Yeah.
It's all over the floor. They're just eating their ice cream on a table full of water,
Yeah.
not cleaning it up, yelling. Kids
just
are
water.
running around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the kid's like, I want water. I want water. And the parents are like, you got to finish that ice cream first.
Eat all your ice cream if you want some
Motherfucker,
water.
this is backwards. Like you should be drinking water, not eating ice cream first. And it's the same thing I've seen other parents, like kids eating chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I understand, like you're a parent, sometimes you gotta do chicken nuggets. You gotta be quick.
Yeah.
But then I see parents like, oh, put it in the dip. Put it in the dip. Fuck the dip. The kid's doing just fine without the dip.
No.
They don't need.
Don't disrespect the dip.
I'm sorry.
Careful.
I'm
I'm a dip lover.
I crossed the line,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I apologize for that. But that was it. Yeah, parents
Yeah.
denying their children of things like
Yeah.
water and not having to use dip.
You finish your TV show before you do your homework.
Exactly.
I'm not hitting play and pause again.
Yeah, you're gonna miss that Friends rerun.
I think I know the answer to this. How many nights in jail have you done?
0.
How many nights in jail do you think I've done?
0.
3.75.
3.75. Wow.
Yeah.
I've been handcuffed, but I've never spent the night in jail.
I did a night in Nerf, which is the North End something facility, which is like just nights. That one was for minor in possession, mandatory minimum. That was a really
Possession of.
probably weed. That might have been alcohol. I can't remember. It's a one-nighter. I remember they came in at the end of the night. Go, anyone smoke cigarettes? And I smoked cigarettes at the time, and they're like, "Come on out!" And it was like the best. And then I just gave away my breakfast the next morning because I didn't give a fuck.
Oh, you were in jail
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
anyone smokes
Yeah,
cigarettes.
that was
Got
nice.
it.
I was like, "That's very kind of you, sir. I'd love to go smoke a cigarette." And then
You gave him a blowy and called it a day.
it was just a hand job, but I didn't mind because it was one night and no one would know. So it's like, who cares?
It's not gay if it's a
And
handy.
it chafed him up. So I'm like, you get something bad out of this.
Your hands are not that rough.
And then I did a night in Issaquah, and the highlight of that, when that was a nice facility, and that was nice. But I remember the dudes were talking like they were having a sleepover because there's a bunch of people in one room, and there was like a bunch of because like these are all like low level security, right? Like basically people who behave either people have short sentences or who behave well.
Yep.
And the best learning experience I got out of that is they're talking about tossing salad, like licking assholes.
Jokingly, right?
No, they were talking about doing it, and they said it's like
Wait, 2 men?
yeah, the men were sharing stories like they were having a
About doing it to
sleepover
other men.
to other women, but just
Oh,
licking assholes. And they said it's like sticking your tongue on a 9-volt battery.
Wow, it gives you a little
That's
zing.
what I imagined. Actually, I thought that, so I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
And then I did 0.75 nights. I did 0.25.
How many nights in Issaquah?
1 and 1. 1 in Nerf,
Okay.
1 in Issaquah.
Okay.
0.5 nights in San Francisco. That sucked. And I was
San
just,
Francisco.
I was so drunk. Yeah. And I was on a road trip with some Issaquah kids. And I just was like screaming drunk on the on the street, and they pulled me over, and I had some weed on me, and they made me dump it out, and then I just was talking hella shit and
To
they
the cops.
Yeah, so this handcuffed me to the bench for half the day, and
Smart.
then I got
In a holding cell? Or?
holding. Well, actually, that was just like in the booking area. They just
Oh,
were
they
waiting for
never
me to
even-
sober me up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then I did
nice of him.
0.5 nights in King County before my buddy Justin bailed me out. And I will tell that story some other time. So 3.75 nights in jail,
Well, leave
baby.
me on that cliffhanger. Wow. Yeah, I know someone who did 60 days at Issaquah, and they said it was
Damn.
fine, dude.
60 days is a long time, dude.
Yeah.
They did. Who was that you know?
I don't want to release
Yeah.
the name.
That's some serious shit, dude. I got some decent trouble, and it's never more than a night, you know?
Yeah. Well, it was a compilation of multiple things, all boiled into this one sentence.
Nice.
So it wasn't one
Issaquah's not
thing.
too bad. There's a nice TV. The food was good.
could be.
People were nice. We were playing dominoes. I was reading books.
Yeah.
Found out that touching your tongue to a butthole is like touching it to a 9-volt battery, you know?
And if you don't know, now you know.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, I think the only time I was handcuffed, like I came out of a party and I was drunk and high, and I'm not even gonna go into the other part. But these cops came out and they said, "Hey, how many drinks have you had tonight?" I was 16 or 17,
Yeah.
and I said 2, and I should have just said none.
0, yeah.
Next thing you know, they had me handcuffed. I'm in the back of the car. They're like, "Who's this?" I'm like, "Oh, that's my boy. That was Sean."
Yeah.
And he was cool. He
Yeah.
was fine. And he was driving.
Yeah.
And they talked to him and like tested him, make sure he was okay. And then the cop got back in the car, and I'm in the back seat just fucking freaking out. And he's like, "Listen, you have 2 options. You can go home tonight, and I'm gonna give you a MIP, minor in possession, even though I was drunk, minor in consumption or whatever they want to call it, or I can take you downtown for 24 hours, and you won't get anything on your record."
Yeah.
Basically teaching me a lesson to stay in jail overnight.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck that.
Yeah,
Give me
take
the
me home.
ticket. Like, I'm high. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to spend the night in jail.
Yeah.
Like, you can write me any kind of fee, and I'm going to stay home.
Yeah, that's it's the smart thing is to say no always. It's like, I'll be honest. I'm like, I had a couple, you know. While a drunk ass person said they had none and is hopping over the fence.
Yeah.
You get fucked. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's
If you admit it, there's no debate.
Yeah.
It's over.
exactly.
So now people know. So I have a weird one where I have nightmares, and I'm sleeping.
Nightmares. I would say nightmares, but that's obviously not right.
How do you
it's
spell
mares.
it?
You're right. Your way, dude. Sounds so weird. Nightmares. Okay.
Nightmare.
Yeah. Tell me about
How
your
do you
nightmares.
say? How do you
What's your
say
nightmare? Your card gets
exit?
declined.
Do you say exit?
Exit.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you say what do you call that short coffee?
Espresso.
Espresso. Espresso. Those are my only 3 weird
Salt
ones.
Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
Nordstrom.
So
Pike's Place Market.
I have quick non-plug. I have bad dreams.
Yeah.
Nightmares.
Yeah.
And in my dreams, when I have these, it's mostly intruders coming into the house. And in my dream, I think someone's like in our bedroom,
Yeah.
broken into the house. And in my sleep, I'm going, and Sarah has to wake me up every time because I'm like screaming.
Yeah.
And I can't open up my mouth.
Yeah.
And this happens once a month.
Damn,
Sarah wakes
yeah.
me up every time. And I'm always like, thank you so much for waking me up. Like every time. And I have these dreams.
Karen talks in
all
her
the time.
sleep, and then she so that freaks me the fuck out. Yeah,
I
that's
bet. I'm so glad. If I could figure out how to open my mouth in my sleep, dude, Sarah would fucking freak out
yeah.
if I just woke up screaming. But thankfully, I can't open my mouth.
How many more do you have?
I have one more.
All right, I'll go. I got one, then yours, and I can end on one. Let's see here. What would be good? Yeah. So fuck YMCA camps. Like I'm so done with that. YMCA camps. We'd send our kids there for summer camp, and it'd be like one half kids like ours who like stay-at-home mom wants a break for summer, you know, that's an interesting topic. So go to, and then the other half are people who are there for daycare. And like the age ranges are like 8 to 13, you know, from loved to unloved, you know, is the range that's in the group, you know. And every time he comes back doing something wrong, either like someone's fucking teaching him this fucking shit or that shit. Like last year he came back and he was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Your son was doing
last
it?
year, yeah.
Oh my God.
Knew he was pushing it, but still, you know. And this year he came back and it's just like notes are YMCA camps, never fucking again, blah, blah, blah.
And this is a day camp, right?
Yeah,
it's not
day
even camp.
Exactly.
Why do you call things that are like camp should be overnight?
Well, it'd be like 8 hours and we'd sit there and
They
they'd
should
be
call
like,
it something
yeah.
different.
But this time he comes back, he's staying up fucking 5 nights in a row because he's fucking freaked out about the Slender Man. Slender Man, Slender Man, Slender Man.
Yeah.
Some fucking old kid told him about Slender Man.
Slender Man's scary, dude.
So he's fucking
that's the real deal.
panicking his ass off. So I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, there's some real shit in the world to worry about, dude.
Well, Slender Man, like that's. Do you know like some of the background on
I
that?
know,
Just
like this-
super high level.
yeah.
The two girls that killed that other girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's some scary shit there. I looked into it.
There's a
It
good
scared me a little
HBO
bit.
documentary
Yeah.
on it, and there's actually a new movie that just came out like a few weeks ago that I probably won't see.
Well, don't talk
But
to my son tonight,
I love
please. Or
document-
a week ago.
I'm gonna hammer
Don't you
him.
dare. A
I'm
week
gonna-
ago, talk to him about
I'm gonna-
Slender Man.
Slender
So
Man.
fuck YMCA camp.
No, not enough
I want the
supervision.
Nordstrom camp. Can we sign up? We qualify for the Nordstrom camp. What's
Yeah.
up now? Like
Probably be like
Neiman
$5,000
Marcus.
for-
What's up, baby?
Yeah. We noticed your kid was wearing clothes from Fred Meyer.
My kids? Just kidding.
All right. This last one took place last night.
Okay.
It's not quite a TEOW, but it's on that level.
You all right?
I'd poured my wife 2 double vodkas. We were watching Ozark, the new season of Ozark,
Nice.
which was just released
Nice.
a week and a day ago. And I'd poured our 2 doubles, vodkas. We
Yeah.
were sitting there drinking, watching. I come back with our third one. I always measure it out and then pour it in because otherwise I start to get a little heavy-handed and I
understand.
lose control. Next thing you know,
Very important to measure those drinks. Yeah, I understand.
You
Yeah.
gotta
No
measure-
free pour.
yeah,
No free pour.
free pour gets out of control.
Free pour.
So I come back and I got myself, I do a beer and a shot. Sarah's drinking vodka sodas. She's like, this one tastes weak. I'm like, you fucking alcoholic. There's 2 shots in there. I measured it out. So she's like drinking it, drinks the whole thing. I'm fucking getting buzzed. I'm drinking my shot, drinking my beer. All of a sudden I go back over.
Yeah.
The shot was full that I used to measure. I never even put the vodka
Yeah.
in her drink. So she was just drinking soda water.
Hella hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the best part was I was calling her an alcoholic because she couldn't even taste the alcohol in it. So she just drank it and then got moved on. Got her
Nice.
some hydration.
Well, you know what? You did her a favor.
I did.
She does the same thing to you. These are O'Douls.
Yeah, I wish.
So I have a little something here just to wrap us up. It's something similar that you've seen, but it's like adjusted to kids. I'll show the camera for our mountains of YouTube listeners here just so they can get an idea of what I'm going to show John.
All right. So he's walking over here. He's got to bring it up super close. And when he says mountains, I think he means like maybe one mountainous
Hills.
person. Yeah.
Bumps. Bumps of listeners.
Speed bumps. Yeah. People who can't figure out how to use iTunes.
All right.
And
So
they're
2
going
questions. 2 questions.
All right.
I want you to think back to this morning.
This morning.
This morning you woke up, you
Yep.
felt the turtle head poking out of the shell. You went down to the toilet.
I didn't shit today. Is
Okay,
this gonna throw
yesterday-
off the whole thing?
yesterday.
Didn't shit yesterday.
Okay, well this is very concerning. The last time you shit. Okay, I'm just
Okay,
gonna guess.
okay, I'm ready.
I'm gonna guess you were somewhere
Friday.
between rabbit droppings or a bunch of grapes. But where exactly did you end up?
Corn on the cob. That's a funny
Where did you
one.
end up?
So he's giving me all these. There's 7 different types of shit here. I'm supposed
It's
to pick
the
one.
what's it called? Bristol Myers, I think. It's the range of poops, but for kids.
I was.
And the
I
ranges
was,
are
I was a mix between porridge and chicken nuggets.
porridge and chicken nuggets. I mean, it's better than gravy. So it goes type 1, which would be very constipated, would be constipated to loose. Rabbit droppings.
Rabbit droppings. Yeah.
Bunch of grapes. Corn on the cob.
Bunch of grapes. Oh, but the grapes are. So
Yeah.
it's showing them all stuck together.
Corn on the cob. Sausage, which is the ideal. Chicken nuggets. Porridge and gravy. So you ever had chicken nuggets to porridge?
I was both. Yeah. Yeah.
Where do you think I was?
Not, today?
Today.
What'd you do last night? What was for dinner last night?
Soup.
Oh, fuck.
Soup and beer and Jameson.
Yours was like more loose than gravy. I think it was
Sausage, baby, every day.
sausage. No matter
Probiotics, baby.
what. What's your supplement? What do you? Do you
Water,
take
fiber, and probiotics, baby.
fiber. What kind of fiber are you
I don't
taking?
fiber supplement. Diet,
Metamucil?
baby. I just track.
Just track.
Regular.
But your diet changes every day.
No, it's pretty consistent.
Nice. Well, all right. Well, that's good.
Porridge. You
Porridge
need to eat
and
some
chicken
fiber,
nuggets.
homie.
I had
And it's
wait-
been a couple days.
This is no. I don't go regularly. I'm a one every other
We'll talk
other
offline.
day. It's not healthy, but I don't know what to do.
Drink water.
I drink a
Eat
ton
vegetables.
Doesn't matter. I juice. It doesn't matter. I can eat whatever the fuck I want. Doesn't matter. Sadly, it's not healthy.
You got a lazy sphincter there, or overworking sphincter.
Maybe I
It's
need
like,
a knuckle. I
You
need,
don't pass.
I need someone to check it out. All right. Well, that was good.
Well, no,
thank
right
you.
there.
Thank you for ending on the shit story.
Porridge and sausage.
Sneak peek coming up on the next one. I'm doing a deprivation tank this week for the first
excited,
time
yeah.
ever. And Andy's teeth are looking a little fucked up. He's got a dentist appointment, so we're going to talk about that as well. But as always, thank you everyone for joining us. Please tell a friend, rate us, subscribe, all that good shit. Episode 19.
Episode 20, I'll be drunk.
Shocking.
Cheers.